Program Director, first year students, parents, colleagues, friends of the faculty, a warm welcome to this first year welcoming event. On behalf of myself, Hendrik Lloyd, the Dean of the Faculty for Business and Economic Sciences, and our Deputy Dean, Professor Michelle May, a warm welcome to Nelson Mandela University, and more specifically to the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences. My wish and hope is that your affiliation with our faculty, and specifically to all the first year students, will be a wonderful and enriching experience. Today is a very special day for many of us. For some, this may be the first step into the world of university study. And for parents, it is as important because you are handing somebody very important over into a system that might not be completely familiar to you. As is often the case, when one is confronted with change, you may feel a bit uneasy and uncertain about this very important step you are about to take. For some of these uncertainties, there will be examples such as the decision to study further, and of course the decision to study in the field of business and commerce. So let me make a few comments and remarks that might ease some of these uncertainties. Firstly, your decision to study further is a wise and logical one. We can never underestimate the impact of the general formative nature and experience of university education on an individual. The value of developing effective lifelong learners, the broadening of one's perspective, that of critical thinking and of nurturing self-reflection is immeasurable. The various global crises in all its different formats may be telling us about how important higher education is and the general formative role that it plays in our daily lives. It allows us the opportunity to enhance our skill sets and to also experience various ways to engage with a diverse range of circumstances, experiences, and people. To take, for example, the notion of online learning and using the virtual space as a means of learning and teaching is new to many of us. But do not fear. There will be numerous guiding processes to assist you in acquiring new skills, which will also be of great benefit to you in your future place of employment as you enter the labor market one day. A second reason for studying is you are increasing your chances of employment. And there is a marked difference between the employment statistics for people with diplomas and degrees and those without any further education and training. And this is of course confirmed by various accredited surveys throughout the world. Currently, depending on which definition of unemployment you are subscribing to, the unemployment rate is between 35 and 45% in South Africa. And every year it is becoming more apparent that new jobs that are being created are strongly skewed in favor of the skilled and educated parts of our community. Just think about the impact of the Fourth Industrial Revolution and the virtual space that we are using more and more every day to interact and to transact with each other. So therefore, studying further is absolutely the right thing to do. A second uncertainty may be that you wonder if your decision to study in the field of business and commerce is the right one. This uncertainty is removed by all the reports that agree on the critical need for more diplomats and graduates in the fields of economics, commerce, management, finance and accounting. Also remember, while Nelson Mandela University in name might be a young institution, it is a highly respected institution with a track record that comes over many years from its predecessors. Our programs are also designed in line with the various market demands and requirements, and they are regularly reviewed to ensure that they remain relevant to the needs of the market and the skills that are required. Allow me to mention only a few of these examples to demonstrate the achievements and the status of our faculty. Our professional programs enjoy full accreditation by all the relevant professional bodies. These include, amongst others, the South African Board for People Practices, the South African Institute for Chartered Accountants, and the Financial Planning Institute of Southern Africa. To take a further very specific example, our Chartered Accountant programs has been awarded the highest accreditation by the rating of the professional body, SAICA. The pass rates of our graduates in the national professional qualifying examinations consistently exceed the national pass rates. Also, on our Tutuka program on the CA streams are always recognized as being one of the best in the country on the basis of its educational interventions to support student performance. The achievement of our students are widely recognized, and our diplomats and graduates play a leading role within the South African community and beyond the borders of South Africa. Our faculty is also committed towards playing our role in creating a better and more sustainable future. We want to be seen as best for the world rather than best in the world. Increasingly, concepts such as professional ethics and sustainability are integrated into the core of our curricula. Our students are also guided through various social entrepreneurship programs. Through these outreach initiatives, they are acquiring valuable competencies, and at the same time, they are making a wonderful contribution to the most vulnerable segments of our communities. Let me also confirm that we have excellent staff. They are generally recognized as excellent teachers, and it shows in the student results and the student feedback. Staff are also making significant contributions in terms of their research that they are doing. They are frequently recognized for the outstanding achievements in the form of Best Paper Awards at both national and international conferences where they present their research findings. So feel at ease. You are at a world-class university and a world-class faculty. For the sake of interest in giving you some context about our Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, we are big by most standards. We are the largest of the 7 faculties at the university, and as a comprehensive university, we offer a full spectrum of both diploma and degree programs in the fields of business, and have programs ranging from undergraduate certificates to doctoral degrees. We operate across multiple campuses in Gqeberha and also on the George campus in the Southern Cape. Finally, as with most transactions and interactions, one's experience as a receiver of such a service, whether you're a student or a parent, is often determined by the attitudes and the actions of the staff that you interact with. And let me assure you that our commitment to provide you with not only a world-class service, but a friendly and humanizing experience is always guaranteed. And you are, of course, welcome to hold us accountable to this commitment. So let me conclude by saying, being at university is an opportunity and a privilege to be treasured. In South Africa, only about 16% of young people between the ages of 18 and 24 are fortunate enough to be admitted to university study. So jointly, we have the challenge and the responsibility to make the best of this opportunity. So to all our new students, all our first year students here today, the opportunity awaiting you have the potential to take you to a completely different platform. The manner in which you're going to respond to these opportunities will have a major and lasting impact on your life. Let me give you our unconditional commitment. We, as the faculty and the university, will do our utmost to help you make a success of this life-changing and transforming experience that awaits you. So once more, welcome to the faculty. We are truly excited to have you as a member of our Nelson Mandela University family. I thank you.
A very good evening to you, the new students and parents. My name is Gavin Cook. I'm a member of the Faculty Orientation Committee that's essentially responsible for first year orientation of students, or first year students in the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences. This session on tonight's program is dedicated to the question and answer slot, during which parents and you, the student, can pose questions in the chat box on your screen. Some of the questions that you will be posting will be answered in real time, whilst others will be answered at a later stage via email or by telephone. The answering of these questions in real time will be done by the relevant departmental heads and or service division managers. Allow me now to introduce to you Dr. Paul Tahing, who is also a member of the Faculty Orientation Committee, who will now address you on the frequent asked questions, while you can start loading your questions in the chat box. Thank you.
Good evening, parents. Good evening, students, and welcome to this session. So I will cover some very, very frequently asked questions that are very commonly asked by students and parents alike. I will attempt to provide the relevant answers as well. And as mentioned before by Mr. Cook, if there are any other questions, please feel free to post them in the chat box. We do have a full complement of staff who are currently handling the answering of those questions. So please feel free to use the chat box. Right, so how does the academic year work at the Nelson Mandela University? Well, the academic year consists of 2 semesters. And the first academic semester runs from February 2023 until July. And then the second semester starts towards the end of July and will run until the end of November. So 2 semesters at the university. Where do lectures take place? Lectures will take place in the classroom, post-COVID, face-to-face once more. Lectures for some modules will also follow a hybrid approach. Now, a hybrid approach means that some lectures will take place in the physical classroom, while other lectures will take place live, online, during a classroom session. Students will be advised by their respective lecturers during the first week of lectures, which start on the 20th of February. Students will be advised as to which lectures will take place physically in the classroom and which will take place face-to-face online. Please note that all assessments will take place in a physical, invigilated venue. What happens if I should fail a module? Well, my answer to that is, well, don't fail a module. Work to succeed, work to pass. But in the unfortunate event of you failing a module, then you, as the student, will be required to repeat that module in the following academic year. Now, please note that this might cause timetable clashes, and also note that the faculty has official requirements for readmission. For example, the number of completed credits after 1 year or 2 years of study, etc. Now, you as students and parents can check these requirements in the 2023 Faculty General Prospectus, and this prospectus is available online on our faculty website. Please be advised that should a student not meet these requirements, then he or she could be excluded from re-registering for a program the following year. So this is very, very important. Please take note of that. But my best advice is work hard, don't waste your parents' money, and pass your modules. Are textbooks provided? No, textbooks are unfortunately not provided. These need to be purchased. Textbooks can be purchased from the Van Schaik's bookstore in the Student Village or at the bookshop on the 2nd Avenue as well as the George campuses. Book lists can be found on the app under the departmental information. What should students provide other than textbooks? Students, you need to provide your normal stationery. This is unfortunately not provided to you, so things like files, writing pads, etc. It is also likely that your studies will require that you have a calculator with certain required functions. Please make sure that you buy the correct calculator. It is also strongly suggested that you have access to a personal computer, especially in line with the hybrid approach to lectures. Are progress reports handed out at the end of each term? No, progress reports are not handed out to students at the end of each term. Regular updates of marks, of tests and other assessments that are written and handed in can be obtained from the university website student portal. Your academic records is posted on the student portal. What will be expected from the students? What is expected is that students attend lectures, attend your classes, whether these classes be online or whether they take place in the physical classroom. This is an absolute requirement. Furthermore, self or independent study is an integral, it is an important element of university study. And in addition to your normal self-study, there are assignments which are regularly provided to students, and these need to be completed, and not only completed, but completed and handed in on time. It is the responsibility of the student to ensure that you apply yourselves and that you comply with requirements such as submitting assignments. All learning material as well must be downloaded from the teaching platform that we call Moodle. If you don't know anything about Moodle and you're not aware of the platform, please, I encourage you to attend your orientation sessions, because these will all be laid out and explained to you during your orientation week. Who do I contact if I have a problem? The university is serious and committed to assisting you, and it has a wide range of support services available. These include specialized academic advisors, counseling services, tutors. Your lecturers and your heads of departments are also available as the first port of call. If they cannot personally assist you, they will ensure that you are directed to the appropriate office. Will I be getting homework to do after class? And who will check that the homework is done? Yes, you will be provided with homework. You will be provided with assignments. These are given regularly to students to complete. In fact, the bulk of your learning will happen through your own independent study. This includes revision, it includes doing assignments and studying for tests as well as examinations. It is the responsibility of you, the student, to ensure that all assignments are completed and handed in on time to your respective lecturers. Where can I find information about modules, module outlines, and class notes? Module outlines and study guides will be available on the departmental Moodle sites for students to download. Most of our module notes, PowerPoint slides, etc. can be found on the Moodle site, as well as information regarding what is required reading and preparation for classes. Contact your lecturer, visit the Moodle sites regularly as notices are placed there. Emails are also circulated to students on occasion. I repeat once again what I've mentioned earlier on, and that is that please, I encourage you to attend orientation and to familiarize yourselves with Moodle and other university platforms. Where do I find out about what is happening in the module? Stay in contact with your lecturer, check out the Moodle site regularly, and check out your emails. What I do want to make mention, please, to students is that once you register, then you will be able to activate your student email accounts, and student email accounts are the official form of university communication with students. Please do not make use of private email accounts. All lecturers and HODs make use of student email accounts. Right, students and parents, hopefully you have a pen and paper available, because the next question deals with student accommodation. So what I do, and we will post this online, this information, but if you would like to take this down, for on-campus accommodation, your link is https://studenthousing.mandela.ac.za. For off-campus accommodation, your link is https://ocho.mandela.ac.za. We will post these two links on the chat as well for your convenience. How will I know when and where my first lectures are, who are my lecturers, and what books to buy? All information pertaining to your modules and your classes will be made available on the Moodle site for each module, right? And also, once you register, you will have access to your personalized timetable, which will outline for you your lectures per day, times, and venues. So that will be provided to you as soon as you have registered for your particular courses. All lectures will commence on the 20th of February, 2023. Who do I approach for financial assistance? Right, parents and students, we do have a financial aid department. And the email address, if you would like to take this down, we will post this on the site as well, is financial aid at mandela.ac.za. That concludes all the very, very common questions that are posed quite regularly. Hopefully I've done justice to some of these questions. However, if there are still some gray areas that you are not sure about, please, I encourage you to post these questions in the chat box. Right, the live presentations are now over, but please feel free to continue posting all questions in the chat box. We are all still here behind the scenes, willing to and ready to answer all of your questions for at least the next half an hour, 20 minutes to a half an hour. So please feel free to continue conversing and chatting with us on the chat box. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And students, I wish you the best of luck and an exciting journey as you stand on the threshold of your career. Take care and God bless.